Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Sonic and the Black Knight. Last time, we beat the game, and it's been a long time since we back to Black Knight itself. So, anyway, let's get started. There are a few things I recommend you do before you do anything else. First and foremost, you may be thinking, oh, there's new in Deep Woods. Do not go here yet. This boss is one of the toughest in the game. If you want to do it, I'd recommend outright trying to get a lot of experience as well as a lot of score. What do you mean by this? Well, in order to get more levels, you need to either get followers and more stars. For example, let's just say I decide to go to the store again. Now, this is where I need to explain it because it's recommended that I do this. Doesn't matter what style you pick, by the way, but the one that you want to do it for balance, your Knight style is the balance style you've been doing since the start of the game. I recommend maxing that out first, because checking out these stats, you can even see what you get later. Hidden Fairies, Gauge bonus. However, there's a certain perfect guard you really want to get. Super easy perfect guard is what you really want to get. When you reach the maximum levels, you can basically get a lot more. Once you reach a certain amount of followers, though, you get even more. Yeah, you essentially want to get more and more like that. So you want to actually max out the followers you get in every single stage. To be bluntly honest, that is time-consuming and tedious by no stretch of the imagination. However, I can easily do it in the span of time. So I'm going to actually cut this out to go off the max out. So I'll be right back. Because you saw I get more followers, so yeah, getting a lot of followers is necessary. Now, there are certain stages I recommend you do to get a lot of followers. One in particular is actually doing the boss fights. To be perfectly honest, I'd recommend it over anything else. Boss fights typically have the lowest amount of followers, however, they also have the technical... Well, actually, no, second lowest. The second lowest of the Reach the Goals. Reach the Goal is essentially stages where they have the most followers by nature. For example, Deep Woods is Reach the Goal, and most followers you can get at maximum when you complete the entirety of it is 600, where all boss stages give you 150. For example, I could complete the final boss again and get more followers that way. Before you ask, you don't have to worry about sitting through the end boss cutscenes when you beat the final boss again. Don't have to worry about it at all. So instead, I'm gonna do that and get all the followers in that stage. So I'll be right back. By the way, this is the only stage that drops the Orichalcum I'd recommend going after in case you want to create new weapons. And you're going to need to get this for the special weapons for the Knights of Camelot. And I gotta do this a little bit more times, but at the same time, it's easy. I gotta keep doing it a little bit more, but technically speaking, I've unlocked some new skills. Gauge bonus is actually really helpful. Now, I'm not gonna be doing any more of that. Technically speaking, there's other stages you need to do. For example, some stages in particular actually unlock other stages in the game. For example, we did not do other challenges, and we did not do the red challenges. I'm not gonna do the red challenges, instead I'm gonna do the blues. Technically speaking, you have to do Lancelot Returns in order to do so. The problem is, Perfect Guard right now is not good enough. So we need to get stronger. The best way to do it is actually do more stages. So let's even start with first one of the Giga Mantlets, allowing you to collect and destroy enemies. So, 60 enemies to go. Maybe thinking, that's a lot of enemies. Yeah, it is. Getting a chain like that going pretty much guarantees you getting everything. Irony enough is, I'm already almost done. Yeah, this is very simple when you understand the game itself. Really, you just have a little bit left to go. See? What the stage cares about the most, though, is you going fast through it and destroying enemies. Actually, I just realized what I have to do to get the other ones, and it kind of crummy. In order to get all the stages unlocked, you need to beat all the ranking and other challenges. Perfect challenge is probably the worst. I would not recommend Percival over Perfect Challenge. I'm going to let you all know right now. Do not, I repeat, do Perfect Challenge with Percival. You're not going to be able to do it at all. So, I'll cut it out till I get the perfect run. So, yeah, as you see, a ball. Do not ever try to hit it. It will explode. I am not kidding. Sword slashes make it explode. So do not repeat ever. Do any sort of attack on them. There is a specific attack you have to do. See, a lot of the entirety of the stage is very, very strict. There's a lot of enemies and there's a lot of nonsense in the stage. Perfect Challenge is probably one of the worst. As you can see, that orb again. Do not swing. Yeah, there is a way to do it and get rid of it permanently. However, you cannot do it while riding something. I'll let you all know right now. Those guys are obnoxious. By the way, petrification also counts. Do not let yourself get petrified. Yeah, the game also does that at the very end. It sucks. It really does.
Too easy.
Thankfully, though, we managed to get past it, no problem. Just need to get more enemies done if you really want to get extra score. But besides that, you're pretty much good. Arthurian Legend 5. Pages are blank. Now, I really, really, really want to avoid Lancelot Returns, because Lancelot Returns is my least favorite stage for a reason. Only because the stage is blasted long. To get everything in this game, you need to do Lancelot Returns, though, in order to unlock everything. And the problem is, I cannot stand it. It takes me several attempts to actually beat this thing, but I might as well do it, and this is going to end off with several bonus videos later of this game, because, frankly honest, I got separated like that, because 100%ing this game sucks. So, Lancelot Returns is a boss fight. A very hard boss fight. It's harder than any boss in the game. And it's a very, very penalizing one.
Behold my ultimate power.
Lancelot takes you far more seriously this time. Try to swing your sword, by the way, he'll Chaos Blast you. If you try to use Soul Surge while you're trying to prepare for it, he will also Chaos Blast you. He also casts Chaos Spears as well in the beginning of the fight as well. What you really want to do is wait till midpoint in order for him to start doing a lunge. But the problem with that is, if you time it wrong, that happens. However, you really want to do is force him to do a swing that leaves him completely vulnerable to actually hit him.
Quit saying that! Fumbling fool! Put some more effort into it!
Once he does the stab, it's actually very easy to hit him, but the problem with this is you want to end it off on a sword swing rapidly. A rapid overhead swings. Yeah, you gotta be very careful in this fight. Once he gets low on HP, he does multiple Chaos Spirits, and Chaos controls right to you. Ow, 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 ow. Jerk. What you want to do instead is wait for him to vanish. Doing that will set you up. He'll vanish, do it again. Yeah, rinse and repeat. You're not gonna do a no damage run in this. Trust me on this. Your first time trying it, you will never do no damage run.
I was the ultimate knight.
Thankfully, though, we managed to beat him. Good grief, I hate Lancelot Returns. Ironically enough, his first fight is actually the easiest.
Too easy.
You can get hit a bit of times before he gets lower ranks, but still, it's a little bit difficult when you think about it. And trust me when I say 100% this fight is bad. Yeah, as you saw, we got a new title, and that's a pretty scummy title. Medal of Lancelot can also be grabbed in this stage, so if you need them to get the special weapon, you're going to need to. As you saw, we got a mission. Well, rather, a new mission unlocked. What that does is force you to play other missions in red stages. Red stages are required in order to get these red missions. You need to do all of them in order to do them. So I'm surprised I managed to do that easily. Problem is, these missions are time-consuming and tedious. I'll max out Sonic off-screen myself when it reaches a certain point of the stream episodes up, because, primarily speaking, I want to show up 100% Sonic when you get to that point, and as well as other styles maxed out. The problem with that is, it's extremely consuming and tedious. Now, some missions are required to unlock other missions. Like the red missions in particular are required to unlock other missions. Clear about being defeated. You need to make sure you don't die. If you have a ring, though, you'll save yourself. The downside is, getting defeated is a bit hard if you think about it.
So all I had to do is finish with more damage?
Yeah, when he says no damage, he means just do not get hit. Like, badly. You can technically get damage, but I wouldn't recommend it because it lowers your score. These bugs suck. My recommendation for these bugs in particular is something I did in the LP. Instead, you want to lower yourself and then do a homing dash on them. A rapid strike like that will clear them out very quickly. And I highly recommend it if you want to get rid of them. Now, I would not recommend Soul Surging at all, because Soul Surge boost is actually a very bad idea in this area. Unless you're in front of enemies. I'd recommend that only if you're in front of the enemy. By the way, I'm quiet when doing this because you'll hear the shaking. Barely made it. Ugh. You know, I never actually got that in my original playthrough, so getting Big the Cat Mask is actually pretty hilarious. The Iron Shackle reduces the proficiency level and advancement stops. What this means is you can, technically speaking, do a no proficiency run, which is honestly pretty entertaining, but I wouldn't recommend it because this game really is bad when you don't level yourself up. So, chain of 50 enemies in a row. There are some characters that benefit the most out of this, either it's Sonic or Lancelot. Blazeable and Gawain are terrible at this. And there's certain styles that are actually better for this, in my opinion. Retry again. Shut your ugly mouth. You test in the planet. Oh, you son of a gun. Stop doing that. Shield bashing enemies are probably the biggest annoyance in this entirety of the game, and I hate them. They will ruin your no-hit run. And they also get you stunned for a while. You are literally getting hit, and you still get booked. That's not fun. Whatever. They're all dead. I'm happy now. 63, chain, whatever. You get a lot of characters as well. Yeah, as you saw, new missions open up for Misty Lake and Molten Mine. You're gonna need to do this. You saw red areas give you the most missions. And unlock new ones. Go for the goal. Getting a goal for the goal mission is actually pretty unique when you don't really see them that often. I have no structure for this, technically speaking. I don't usually do. So go for the goal is pretty standard and obvious. Really, nothing really changes a lot. Just do not hit people, otherwise your score is going to drop. People say that out there. If you really want to speed through the stage, I recommend it over the fact that the stage is long. There is a certain ability you're going to need to learn how to do in this stage in particular. When you go for the goal, you're going to need to learn this. As you see, that red orb, I can't do anything. Instead, shake the nunchuck instead when you use Soul Surge. Doing this will let you perform a kick, allowing you to knock the orb away. Doesn't matter what your timing is, by the way. You can actually do that easily. The timing on it is a bit wonky when you think about it, but it's a little bit easy once you get timing down. See? You pretty much need to know how to do that in order to get through this. Otherwise, you are going to have a hard time. Because this stage actually penalizes you if you're not careful. Trust me when I say this, I've played this game without having that ability, and it's probably the worst experience of my life. Because I tried this without that ability, it's not good. And now this is a pain in the neck. As you see, they're literally under the actual targets, and you don't want to hit them. So what you do instead is ignore them entirely. Unless you can get a proper aim like that, I would not recommend hitting them. Otherwise, you're going to get a down person, and it's going to actually penalize your score. Instead, what you need to do is time this to do a kick. You need to do that in order to get the other ones to destroy them, and as well as get to the other side. This also opens a potion which you cannot get normally, so I recommend doing it. Yeah, this area is a lot more complicated than you think. Also, there's an area of Misty Lake you don't really get to go to. So, yeah. Woohoo!
Whew! Just made it!
Feeling on a better score, but whatever. Doing that gets you a new mission in Crystal Cave. Healing potion, fishing pole, skipping stone, lost cookie. Molten Mine did get a new mission. Reach the goal in time. So let's go and do that first. There are special missions I need to unlock before anything else. And doing them requires you to do all the other missions. Ow, get over yourself. Yep, that can happen. Very much can happen. Because the game likes being funny. Before you ask, these enemies suck. Very much so. Destroy them as much as possible, because they suck in every circumstance. Oh, get over yourself, you stupid annoyance. You are ugly. You gotta keep going through the gates, otherwise you can't get it. However, technically speaking, Soul Surge will allow you to bypass nonsense, so I recommend using it only on areas where you can actually use it. Like that. I can't get it right now. Shut your mouth. Shut your ugly face. We got a lot of gates, so technically speaking, if you wanted to go faster, my guess is don't do the way I went. Going the long way, technically. Shut your face. I did not mean to do that, game. Sure. Shimmy on the wall. Do not let me actually do the thing I want to do, like a kick. No, of course not. Why would I ever want to be able to do it? Yeah, that sucks. You're better off just running. If you want. Very much so. Because this is nonsensical. Shut your ugly face. I love Soul Surge sometimes, and the end of it, you really just want to blast it. Trust me on that one. Ugh. New multi-mine, new Titanic planes. Okay. Aluminium ore is required as well for special weapons. And this book's actually also quite good. Tombstone in particular, you're going to need to get materials better, so recommend getting that in case you want it. Probably finding it odd. Why give the talents person 20 rings? Odd? That's easy to do, technically. Well... You get rings in the beginning, but there's a lot of hazards, so you'll lose the 20 very quickly, and if you get hit at all, you're pretty much screwed. So, yeah, not good. As you see, I kind of get smacked repeatedly. So, you're gonna have to make sure you don't get hit. The ability of Soul Surge is pretty much saving grace. Okay. Oh, son. Thank you. Right. Here you go. There you go. Mission complete. We're all done.
Piece of cake.
That unlocks Misty Lake and Camelot Castle as well for missions. Garnet, Archer's Legend, Stone, Lily. Archer's Legend 4 and Lily is Garnet is actually pretty good to get because that's something you haven't gotten yet, so new book acquired. You do get a title when you get all the books, so yeah. Giant challenge routes to go about falling is something I avoided through my regular playthrough because of one particular reason. If you jump off the grind rail at all, you lose. Getting hit at all will also count as a loss. See? I lost, so I had to restart the whole thing again. That's just something I wanted to show off because that's what happens when you flop it. Gotcha! You need an air dash at the end of it. It sucks and the timing's very strict.
Just made it.
Despite the game saying just made it, you really don't have the ability to get a 5-star on this really that easily. To do that, you're gonna have to time something else. Amethyst. Interesting. Now I unlocked something from Misty Lake, so let's go grab it. Reach through the goal in time, pass through the gates again. Another one of those pass through the gates. Shouldn't be too difficult when we remember the game.
This looks kind of different this time. But all I have to do is race to the goal, right? You fool! How do you expect to succeed with such a simple-minded strategy? Aha! Right!
Timing these movements is appropriate for this stage, and you're gonna need it a lot. I haven't even needed to swing the sword Ow. Yeah, getting smacked at all pretty much sucks. Boink, boink, boink. It's my time. Care. Didn't ask. Plus ratio.
No problem.
I want to do that again, actually. I'll talk to you because you're a mess. Here. The only 20 rings I get gives you a pearl that you can't really get off.
Too easy.
There we go. Got it, and everything else is done. Okay. I was being a little petty about it, but I wanted to get it anyway. Misty Lake, Titanic Flags, and your proficiency level leveled up. Yeah, this is a random one. It's not really any special ones that you get from pearls. Only allowed 8 sword swings. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Because you're only allowed 8, you gotta be careful. The best way to do it is soul surging. Problem. Yeah. Now there's a problem. Your spin sword slash is also counted, so make it like you will. Remember your kicking option? Do that immediately instead. Go. Whee! Whee! Avoid using other ones. You're all done. Easy and done. Alright, we only use a few swings at least. Deep Woods mission. Alright, with that done, I think we're going to end this off right here. Next time on Black Knight, we're going to continue on bonus missions. So, see you all next time.